Hey man, if one thing in this world should unite all men across the globe, it should be the fact of you dealing with a crazy, unhinged baby mama. If you're dealing with a crazy, unhinged baby mama, that no matter what you do, it's not enough. They drag you to the courthouse. They destroy your name. They say you ain't nothing. You never gonna be nothing. They keep you from your kids. They keep you from your children. They tell your children how pathetic you are. You not this, you not that. But they still keep accepting your money, of course. They still decided to have a child at a wedlock. They still will procreate with an individual who they don't really know, and they say they want to keep it. Most of the time, it's for the beneficial aspect of it, man, in all honesty. But Rick Ross is going through something right now with his baby mama. And what Rick Ross is going through, sadly, a lot of men go through it. Now, I don't have any kids, and this is one of the reasons I don't want to have any kids is because, you have to be very careful with who you stick your stick into and hit the detonate button, because that might come back to haunt you. I know at the time, you under the influence, or you in a club, it's dark, or you looking at those filters, you looking at that makeup, and you think that's beauty, but you're really just looking at the makeup, and you really don't know this person. Like, you really, really don't know this person. And when you procreate with this person, you make another human being with this person. Now you're realizing maybe that wasn't the best choice far as with that individual. It's nothing against the kids or anything like that, but this individual now is going to put you through hell on earth for the next, in this case, 18 years? So I guess most fathers rejoice at the fact that when they don't have to pay that child support anymore, right? They're going to rejoice at the fact that they don't have to pay that child support anymore. So I guess that hits when it's 18 years old. Well, Rick Ross' baby mom is saying, hey, look, I know he's 18. I believe Rick Ross did everything he was supposed to do, paying off everything like he was supposed to do as far as child support. But now she's coming at him saying that he needs to pay $200 and something thousand for college tuition. And what my question is for the day, guys, since I don't have any kids, I want to ask you guys in the comments, we're just here for the comments. Is that his responsibility? Is that his responsibility to now fork up this money and pay for the college tuition? I mean, of course, as a father, you want to be there and help, but I'm saying with all the money that Rick Ross more than likely paid over the time of that young child getting older and older, how much of this money was being allocated and put towards and saved for the college tuition? I think it 100%, if men are getting put on child support, I don't understand why we can't get receipt records and everything of where that child support is going. It's child support, not spousal support. It's child support. So where's all this child support money going? But anyway, let's get into the comments. Let's see what the people has to say. Because maybe I don't have any kids, so maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You guys educate me. I'm here to be educated. I'm here to learn. I have an opinion. I want you guys to correct me. Tell me what I need to know if I got this all twisted. Someone says, hope y'all choose your baby mama wisely. And I 100% agree. I believe, fellas, it is 100% your fault for laying down with a woman and thinking with the wrong head. It is 100% your fault when you get with these type of women who are going to run you down into the ground, And a lot of you guys, you don't even see it because by the time you think you see it, it's too late. It's too late because she's already got your seed. And now that she has your seed, she can do whatever she wants with it. And there's nothing you can do about it. So be careful who you choose. This is an important decision. I think a lot of times when we have these encounters, and you know, we're choosing our, let's just say, I don't know what I can say on YouTube and stuff these days. Let's say your sports partner, right? You know, when you choose your sports partner and y'all about to go ahead and y'all about to get a one-on-one going in the game, y'all about to play a nice little game. You know, y'all gonna get a little sweaty and all that stuff. You're gonna do your thing. You're gonna go for a couple of rounds. Your sparring partner, if you will. Well, I will hope you would know that person, because when things get real, that same person that's on your team, on your squad, may not have your back. May not be on the same page, maybe wanting a completely different thing. You may be saying, yo, look, I'm going for a championship. And they like, yeah, well, your championship is not the same as my championship. We don't have the same type of goals. You know, I want this. Well, I don't want that. Well, it's too bad, because this is what I want. And a lot of times you find yourself connected to a person that you don't even know, that you don't even like, that you don't even respect, who don't respect you and who don't like you. But there's nothing you can do about it. Somebody said that ain't for tuition. That's $200,000 for apparel and the whole team. I mean, hey, that's one thing I learned, man. Once people know how much money you make, and once people know what you got coming in, the price goes up. Like if you make money and you make some good money, when people see my neighborhood or whatever, when people see certain things, the price automatically goes up on me. And I'm like, come on, man. But that's just the way that it is. So for Rick Ross, oh man, all the people that could benefit from his misery, that side with his baby mama, they all can get a piece of the action. They all can get a piece of this man's hard work, this man's grind, this man's tenacity to win. Everybody can get a piece of it. So a lot of times it don't even have anything to do with the kid. It has to do with, yo, we want a piece of what you got. And if we help this woman, we'll be able to get a piece of that too. It's a dirty game, man. It's a grimy game that we live in. Somebody said I thought his son was on a football scholarship. Not sure. Somebody said Rick Ross got his baby mama off Sheen. Yeah, the picture that they used of her is crazy, man. That's wild. She said she could pay his tuition off one show. What happened to that? Cap. Yeah, they always talk about what they can do. Somebody said choose wisely, Kings. I thought if they're in college, you have to continue paying. I don't know. That's what I said. Like, maybe you guys let me know in the comments. If your son or daughter turns 18 years old, but then they decide to go to college, are you responsible to continue those payments of college tuition, housing, and all those other things that entail with that? Are those still your responsibilities? Is that continued? Because if it is, that's wild, man. Especially because this is what kills me is like, okay, they don't think that you're qualified to house the child, but you're qualified to continue to pay and support the bills of the child and the mother. Like, how is that possible? How is that even legal? I just don't understand. How is that possible? How is that legal? Especially when you haven't had no situations of, you know, violence or anything that, like, you're the breadwinner. It would make more sense for you to be able to raise the child, regardless of your lifestyle and all that stuff. Because I mean, even with the lifestyle and stuff, you got nannies, you got all that. When y'all together, you can use nannies, you can use babysitters, you can use all that above. But then if it's just the dad by himself, he can't use, like, I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. It's like they go out of their way to make sure that the father doesn't have the child. But like I said, I could be wrong. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, you know. But this is what and then this is another thing. This is another thing, fellas, that you gotta, you know, look out for, because you may have to deal with this if you get into this type of situation. I tell my little brother this all the time. You get a woman that you're with, and now she's putting y'all business in the streets on social media. She putting y'all business out there. So now you got a woman who's always on social media, they'll say either they'll do that little, they'll do little signs or change their profile, they'll change their names and all that little stupid stuff, or they're going to just outright put you on blast in front of everybody. So that just shows the lack of respect. That shows the lack of respect. Now you putting our personal business in the street. Now I know Rick Ross and his baby mom is going back and forth on a lot of different things, so they both at fault at that. But then the immaturity of it all, going to social media to air out your grievances or to put somebody on blast on something that we don't even know if they were ordered to do or that's just something that you just want them to do, it's terrible. It just no class at all, no maturity, no class, just ratchet behavior. And we see a lot of that, man. A lot of that, unfortunately. And that's the norm. That is the norm, especially in our culture that we got going. And the subculture, well, and even in a big part of the culture, that's just what we see as normal. And just like, yeah, that's right. And it's like, no, that's actually wrong. We should be bringing each other to come closer together, not separate even more apart. But like I said, man, me not having kids, I could be wrong. So that's why I'm asking you guys in the comments, are you required to do that? Somebody said she give me hurt and miserable. Yep. Somebody said, and also greedy. It's just greed, man. There's a lot of greed when it comes to this stuff, man. The lawyer fees, all that. I mean, everybody's getting paid. When the man loses, everybody gets paid when the man loses. Because he's the one with the capital. He's the one with the success. He's the one with the real career. He's the one with the business ventures. He's the one with the real estate. He's the one with the property. It's him. Somebody said, when did college tuition become $200,000? Hey, I don't know, man. She get $20,000 a month. Save it. You get 20. Yo, if she's getting $20,000 a month, man, that would just turn this whole video. It's just even worse. How? There was a lady I seen online one time and she talked about it, and she pretty much was a housewife. She married this dude. I think he was he was $100 millionaire or something like that. He made a lot of money. She got the house, divorced him, all that good stuff. And he was ordered to pay her, an exorbitant amount of money per month. So when it was time for her daughter tuition to get paid, the mother didn't have the money. And now it's about to sell. And this house was beautiful. This house was huge. They had a huge, beautiful house. She's always shopping, always blowing the money, traveling, excursions, all this stuff, and just blow the money. A lot of these women blow the money. The money is not for the child. The money is for their lifestyle. It is for their getaways. It is for their fun. A lot, not all, of course, but we know what it is, man, because we see this story time and time again. Now, in this situation with Rick Ross, that might very well be for the tuition. But that's the thing. If you're getting $20,000, seriously, what are you doing with $20,000? Do you understand what the average individual lives on? What are you doing with $20,000 a month and can't pay the tuition? Was that just not part of your thinking plan? Was that part of not your strategy of, hey, college is coming right around the corner. We might want to put some of this money away for your future. How is that? So you want him to supply and do everything, give you $20,000 a month, and then on top of that, give another $200,000? I don't understand. Please, somebody, please help me explain. Understand this, man. How is this a fair situation to be in? How? And then that just goes to show one parent is more able than the other when it comes from the financial status of making things happen. So I don't know, man. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. I'm gonna read a couple more of these. Let's see. Somebody said, so over 10 years of $20,000 for the son, but you don't got $200,000 for his tuition. Better use your TikTok live money. 100%. 100%. You know what I mean? It's out of control. F putting it in her bank account. He can pay the school directly because she look like she tweaking. Yo, I'm not going to lie, man. Yo, hey, look, I want to be respectful. That's still Rick Ross's baby mother. So I don't want to really say what she looked like to me. But yo, sometimes the writing is on the wall, ladies and gentlemen, and you can kind of see things in people's eyes and see things in people's faces. And some people just, they have certain tendencies or look like, looks can be deceiving. So, there's that as well. But yeah, you can look a little unhinged, and like I said before, when people are desperate or people have a lack of accountability or a lack of respect for you, they will air your grievances out on social media with total disregard for you, total disregard for the son, total disregard for the family, and total disregard for yourself and how you are looked and perceived being online, saying the type of things that you're saying, doing the type of things that you're doing. You want to pull out the paperwork. You want to say, it's just like, come on, man. Come on. And unfortunately, a lot of times in our culture and things like that, this is the norm. This is what we have to look forward to here in America. Those type of attitudes, that type of, and let me say this, this shouldn't be the norm, but it's the norm thing that we see, because it isn't all like that. It's not all like that, but that's the ones that are, propagated. Those are the ones that are hit at the top of the pedestal of what you see. That's what it is. Those type of attitudes, those type of reactions, those type of individuals putting things on blast. That look like a clothing invoice. What student needs $275,000 in items of each clothing? I'm so lost. Listen, man. Look, I'm telling you right now. I've seen firsthand how much children can cost. Like for real. I'm talking about your Yales. I'm talking about like some really big, expenses coming from tuition, college, all that. So I've just seen it. Don't ask me how. I've just seen it. And I'm telling you, this stuff, certain things is like, okay, this is a lot of money. And then if you get attitude from your spouse, you get attitude from the baby mom or the baby father, or then, God forbid, even the child, after you spending all this money, time, and resources, as a person on the outside looking in, it is very discouraging for me to even ever want to consider having children, from the disrespect that you may receive from your child as they get older, from the separation element and demonization element from your spouse to you, and saying that to the children and to the courts, and just a total disregard for you as an individual. You were good enough to lay down with and procreate with, but then soon you don't get your way. Now this person ain't nothing, and they're not able to be nothing but a walking checkbook. That's sad. It is very, very sad. But you guys let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm just here for the comments, man. As you can see, we're still working on our picture here. I hope you guys are enjoying the artwork. If you want to support any of the art and you made it this far, please hit inyourfaceart.com. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, this story is disheartening, man. It's very sad to see that no matter how wealthy you become, no matter how successful you become, if you have connections and links to the wrong people, you'll forever just get pulled through misery, hell, just disrespect. There's the whole man. No matter what. I mean, it's just going to happen because in her mind, she ain't really got nothing to lose. It's just going to come back on you. It's just going to fall back on you. So, that's why I said before, at the end of the day, it is your fault. Be held accountable for who you attach your stick to, because the person that you attach your stick to can literally make or break you in the long run. And a lot of guys just do not see it, unfortunately, until it's too late. And by that time, you're going to start having those wages come out of your account, and you're just going to feel it. All you're going to be looked at as a paycheck. They threaten you with jail. I mean, you even have gentlemen who wrote their name on the birth certificate just to be helpful to the lady, and now they got to pay child support for a child that's not even theirs. And it's like, how is this legal here in the United States? It just doesn't make any sense. How isn't there any forced what do you call that, paternity test? How isn't that mandatory? Yo, look, and if we're gonna do this, you're gonna have this baby. We gotta make sure that all parties involved is attached to this child. We have to make sure, for the child's sake, for the parent's sake. Why isn't that I don't get it. But yo, you guys tell me what you think in the comments, man. I greatly appreciate y'all. And hey, I'm just here for the comments, man. So whether you agree or disagree, put it in the comments and let me know. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace.